Good afternoon. Jagna Media following Tigray War updates online, 2nd of April 2021. Abis 3 years in office, how Ethiopia's political violence has changed. Our third year of Abis premiership, inaugurated on April 2, 3 years ago, wraps up with yet another major episode of political violence. It seems a time to take stock of the situation of political violence in Ethiopia and its recent transformation. A data-driven look at the number of fatalities from episodes of political violence occurred in the 3 years under Abiy's premiership compared to the 3 years period that preceded his inauguration provides some important insights as to how instability has recently changed the country. Overall data collected by the Armed Conflict Location and Events Data Project (ACLED) shows a 33% increase in the number of fatalities compared to the 2015 up to 2017 baseline. There have been a number of violence in different parts of the country, including the Oromo Zone, Qimant and Agaw inside the Amhara region, Wolaita and Sidama, and the Southern Nationality and Peoples region, Matkal and Benishangul Gumuz, Shashamene, Walaga and Adama in the Oromia region, and the war in Tigray since November 4, 2020. However, a sharp deterioration picture emerges if one looks at disaggregated data related to Tigray, Benishangul Gumuz, and Southern Nationalities and Peoples region. The top 3 regions witnessing an increase in political violence fatalities are Tigray 1,690%, Benishangul Gumuz 974%, and Southern Nationalities and Peoples region 176%. Abiy Ahmed declared a war on November 4, 2020 against TPLF and the Tigray people. A military offensive was declared successful after the TPLF leadership evacuated its stronghold of Mekelle and an interim administration loyal to Addis Ababa was installed. However, mass killings and the violence directed at civilians have continued since the federal forces, Amhara forces, and Eritrean forces. For example, the CNN, BBC, Human Rights Watch, and Amnesty International reported massacres in Aksum, Mariam Dangalat, Dabra Abbay, Mahabara Dego, Irob, Bora, and ethnic cleansing in the western Tigray. More than 75,000 civilians killed. Thousands sexual violence against women and children. More than 65,000 refugees in Sudan. 2.2 million internally displaced people. 80% of Tigray is cut off from aid. 4.5 million people need food aid. 70% health facilities are not functioning, and universities, factories, and farms are looted or vandalized. Ethnic profiling outside of Tigray. A destruction of different infrastructures, artillery shelling of thousands of civilians and cities, the killings of tens of thousands of civilians, raping of women and girls, the use of starvation as a weapon, the blockage of basic services, the involvement of foreign troops and weaponry have now been documented. International agencies, aid organizations, different governmental and non-governmental bodies are expressing their deep concerns about the atrocities being committed. The G7 group, Canada, France, Germany, Italy, Japan, United Kingdom, United States, and European Union of leading nations have also called for a swift and conditional and verifiable withdrawal of Eritrean troops from Tigray today. Many of these recent episodes of political violence are interpreted as a prerequisite to defame and replace a multinational federalism that grants self-determination and self-rule to its ethnic group. The elected Ethiopian regime is working to replace multinational federation by a more unitary state system, the one sponsored by Abiy and his Prosperity Party project. Thank you for listening. Share, subscribe, and be kind to everyone.